Hello and a warm welcome to Federal's special program Capital Beat. JDU, which is Nitish Kumar's party, looks like in a complete turmoil. Now, just a short while back, Nadeem Akhtar, who's another JDU leader, he's resigned from the party, making him the fifth member to leave the party over the support for the Waqf Amendment Bill. And his resignation follows that of four other leaders, including JDU leader Raju Nayyar, Tabrez Siddiqui Alig, Mohammad Shahnawaz Malik, Mohammed Kasim Ansari. And Raju Nayyar has written in his resignation that I resigned from JDU after Waqf Amendment Bill is passed and supported in the Lok Sabha. Similarly, Mr. Ansari has written a letter to Nitish Kumar conveying his displeasure that we thought that it was a secular party and he never could even dream of the fact that JDU could take an anti-Muslim stand. Now, since five leaders have resigned, does it impact JDU in a big way? That is the biggest question. What is going to be the stand of Chirag Paswan, who is also going to position himself politically before the Bihar elections? Will there be resignations within his party? Then there are several tweets doing the rounds on the social media saying that the Muslim MLA from RLD, that is Rashtriya Lok Dal, is also he also might resign in a day or two. So how does this impact the NDA overall? Will Chandrababu Naidu, people like Chirag Paswan, or for that matter Jayant Chaudhary, be under tremendous pressure, and will it impact NDA as a whole? We'll discuss all this and much more. Joining me now is veteran journalist and political commentator Ashok Mishra, who joins us from Patna. Thank you so much for joining. We have D. Paparao, who's independent journalist. He joins us from Andhra Pradesh. Thank you so much. And we have TK Rajlakshmi, senior deputy editor from the Frontline magazine. Thank you so much, Rajlakshmi, for joining. And I'll begin with Ashok Mishra. What is really happening within the JDU and how significant are these resignations? Do they have a significant meaning as far as the narrative which is going to be spun now around JDU is concerned? Yes, Ashok, over to you.
Well, Nilu, as you said, at the moment, there are 6 resignations which you have come to know till
Five.
this time.
Five.
But many
Five.
more resignations of Muslim leaders. Yeah,
Yes.
many more resignations are coming. I have received reports from different districts, especially the eastern part of Bihar, where many Muslim leaders have written to the JDU leadership, their state leadership. They have expressed their resentment over it. They say that it was the trust was, breached by the JDU leadership by supporting the Waqf bill in Parliament, especially the speech of Mr. Lalan Singh, who is a union minister. He is the leader of JDU. Uh, the speech of the Lalan Singh was so vociferous in support of Waqf bill that people have become angry about it. Had it been a normal affair, yeah, the JDU being a part of NDA supporting the Waqf bill, that would have been a different matter altogether. But now, with such vociferous support for Waqf bill, saying that it is the policy of the JDU government, Nitish Kumar government in Bihar to support the minorities, and we have been doing it. In fact, my report says that the other leaders in Bihar, they claim that they have the earlier budget for the minority welfare in Bihar was just 2,000 crore, 2,000 or 2,200 crore earlier, but now it has reached the scale of 7,000 crores. So we are the JDU claims that so they are better placed when it comes to working in support of minority welfare in Bihar. But Lalan Singh, if you remember, last year in November, perhaps October, November, Lalan Singh has said that the Muslims don't vote for JDU. So Muslims, despite all efforts for their welfare, despite so many steps taken for their welfare, the Muslims have not voted for JDU. They say that last year in 2020 election, 2020 elections, there were 11 Muslim candidates from the JDU, but none of them could win. and the RJD and other parties won from there. Some CPI MLAs won from the seats where JDU had fielded Muslim candidates. So all the 11 candidates which JDU has fielded, they have lost. In 2014 Lok Sabha election, the JDU could win only two elections. At that point of time, Nitish was contesting it all alone. So they say that Muslims have not voted despite Nitish Kumar's good work, despite Nitish Kumar's efforts to, bring them back, the poor section of the Muslims, to bring them back into the mainstream of the society, but they have not been voting. But this is not the stand of all the JDU MLAs, all the JDU leaders. The other leaders, like in Bihar, it comes to, once again, it comes to the caste. So the Kurmi leaders, who are the Koiri leaders, who are the key supporters of JDU in Bihar, they say that such steps or such statements from Lalan Singh uh, should not have been there, because it has damaged and hurt the sentiments of Muslims, and we are going to face loss in the upcoming elections in 2025 October-November elections. So this is the situation. The situation is at the moment there are some minor. You can say that some state functionaries, some district functionaries, they have resigned, but there are many more resignations to come. I will like to add here that one of the MLCs of JDU, Muslim MLC, Ghulam Ghaus, who was a couple of days ago, he had gone to meet Lalu Prasad Yadav. From that day only, before the Waqf bill was brought into Parliament. So the Ghulam Ghaus shared and confided in me that such steps of JDU by supporting the Waqf bill is going to damage the poll prospects of Nitish Kumar in 2025 elections, and we will take up uh, remedial measures. We will have to take remedial measures if we want to have the votes of Muslims in the assembly elections. He was saying, he claimed that we will have to give more representation, more tickets to the people from the minority committee, especially in those areas where minority votes are more than 10%. There are some certain constituencies in Bihar, when in the eastern Bihar especially, where the minority votes are much more bigger than the non-minority votes. In some parts, it's more than 10%. And normally, overall in Bihar, it's nearly 18% votes in Bihar, which RJD claims, the famous MY combination of RJD, as you know, it combined together, it comes to nearly 31, 32%
No,
Muslim
but
and
these
Yadav population.
resignations, as Ashok, you said that there are a number of, there might be few more resignations. You're saying an MLC might resign. As far as the electoral prospects of JDU are concerned, is it going to really damage JDU in a big way? And this entire message going that JDU is anti-Muslim because they have supported the Waqf Amendment Bill, is it going to really dampen the prospects of JDU during the Bihar
Yeah,
elections?
certainly. It's certainly going to damage the prospects of JDU in Bihar in the next elections. And they will have to, as he suggested, as I was quoting one MLC, he suggested that they will have to make extra efforts in terms of number of Muslim candidates in the coming elections. They will have to fill more than what they filled it
Right.
last year. It was 11. Now they will have to fill more candidates just to mollify the Muslim voters afflicted by this Waqf bill, which the JDU had supported. So it's
But
going
what is,
certainly
have
going
you
to
heard?
damage.
Oh, but Ashok, have you heard anything from Chirag Paswan or his party? Any leader from his party speaking? Any resignations? Muslim, I mean, the resignation of any Muslim leader from his party as well.
No, not so far. JDU, Lok Janshakti Party leaders are at the moment silent over it, and there is nothing to lose. In fact, I'll tell you the Jitan Ram Maj Party, Hindustani Awam Morcha, which is spokesman, is a Muslim fellow. He wholeheartedly supported the Waqf bill. Chirag Paswan voted for Waqf bill, but local leaders and the senior leaders of LJP, they have not yet commented on, or there are no resignations or no adverse comments against that. No, we will not support LJP or something like that from the LJP leaders in Bihar so far.
Right. Okay. Now let me come to Papa Rao. Now that these kind of developments which are happening, and there is I don't know how far that's true, but people are saying that there is one MLA from the RLD, Jayan Chaudhary's party, also might resign. Now that's just a speculation. No authentication of that fact that whether he's going to resign or not. But the point is that these developments, do they impact Chandrababu Naidu's prospects as well in Andhra? How do you see that? Because I'm sure Chandrababu Naidu has supported the Waqf Amendment Bill, but a lot of Muslim population within the state wouldn't have liked that. And how will they react? And do we see a similar kind of development happening in Andhra as well?
I think before I go to talk about Chandrababu Naidu and his stance, the resultant fallback with the Muslims or whatever it might be, first I want to say there are no more ideological politics in India. JDU is a Lohiite party, a supposed socialist party, and it has now breached all those ideological lines and has gone to soft Hindutva. So all the parties are the either they are the shade. Every party now, almost all these parties, whatever are there, are fighting. I mean, joining the ranks with the BJP, all have the shades of Hindutva. It depends upon the intensity with which they support. Now, as you see, as Mr. Ashok Mishra ji is saying, Lalan Singh, he is
Yes.
vocally supporting the Waqf bill rather than being silent and voting silently in favor of the bill. He is vocally has taken charge of supporting the bill. Means everybody is eager to go on the Hindutva bandwagon. They want the Hindu vote, and as we are talking just before, there are some constituencies where there are 10% Muslim vote in Bihar. Overall, there is 18% vote or something like that in total when Bihar. So, but there is 80% Hindu vote. What we are talking about only one side. So that is why these parties are eager to please the Hindus. Anyway, they are thinking that the Muslims have no other go or no other alternative rather than to vote for some party or the other of these shades of Hindutva. They need to vote. They will vote for the lesser evil. That is the belief of these parties, I think. BJP may be ardent, strong, totally anti-Muslim Hindutva kind of party. Maybe JDU is some lighter vein, sailing along kind of party of the Hindutva bandwagon. So lesser evil, I will be a lesser evil for the Muslims and will be a darling of the Hindus. That is how they are thinking of their position. And in Bihar, it may be a compulsion. Maybe they lose the vote. They have the fear that anyway, JDU, as Mr. Ashok Mishra ji is saying, JDU won't have any fear at all. Because already they have lost 11 seats last election. Whatever they contested, all the seats they lost. So they don't expect to get any more seats like BSP in Uttar Pradesh. It is the same position almost. They don't expect any seats in the Muslim-dominated constituencies, so they'll go whole hog for placating the Hindus. But in AP, Chandrababu Naidu's position is very delicate. But his delicate position is having one softer side for him. That is that elections are not nearby. There are almost 4 years to go for the election, and all these people are the what you call praptakalagya. They think for they postpone all whatever all problems can be postponed. They postpone till the last moment. One such problem can be for Chandrababu Naidu, this Waqf bill and the voting for the Waqf bill. So he will wait for another. He got time for another 4 years. He can think of what to do, and more so, even the Muslim leaders. Not all of them I am blaming. Like any other religious leaders or whatever it might be, or any other people from any other religion, there will be kind of good people also. But good means honest people or principled people. Even among the Muslims, what happens is that if there are no elections now, Why? How can they pressurize Chandrababu Naidu by resigning or whatever it may be? Then they think better let us go on stick around, and in the last moment after the 3 years or 4 years last year of election, I will come out and openly speak against the government policies if it is going to fetch for me. So every religion, forget the religion and all these things. The individuals are more towards the career. There is like a politics or a career. They look that from that angle only. So if my career is at stake, I won't go against the tide. I will wait for the time. Maybe I have some softer feelings towards my religion. I have my attachment with my religion, but that doesn't come out when it is harmful for my public career.
No, but doesn't Chandrababu Naidu worry that, the Muslim vote bank will drift away from the party, given the kind of stand which he has taken on the Waqf Amendment Bill, or he's confident that he will try and mollycoddle the Muslim population in Andhra?
No, he won't worry at all. He has many other worries to be worrying about now, right now. There are many bigger worries. He has not fulfilled the six guarantee, six super six or something he has given. There is a major worry for him. Only the pensions, 4,000 rupees. From 2,000 rupees, he has hiked to 4,000 rupees, and that is the only promise he has fulfilled, and other promises were not fulfilled. There is a lot of antipathy towards him for as far as these super six are concerned. So that is a major worry for him. This is a minor worry, and more so because there are elections only after 4 years. So he can wait on this issue. There are other things that are much worrying for him. So Chandrababu Naidu, I don't think will be worrying much about this. And recently I had somebody blurting out or somebody writing in some column or somewhere, Chandrababu Naidu, when he is supposed to take a stand against BJP and go whole hog against the BJP policies and all. When somebody said that, he's saying that uh, don't try to what you call praise me a lot, because I cannot be praised on this issue, because I know how much I suffer if I go against the BJP. So I am going to take a lot of care. I am not going to go against the BJP sort of. That is what Chandrababu Naidu is supposed to have told in a
No, but
newspaper
that is
article.
that is for his own sake, for his own political career. He
Yeah,
will
this
take
is
a stand like that. But what is the
everything.
message? No, but what is the message which has gone out in Andhra as far as the Muslim population is concerned? How are they reacting to the Waqf Amendment Bill having been supported by Chandrababu Naidu? I'll come to you, Ashok. Yes, in a bit.
Yeah, it is me.
Yes, yes,
Ah,
Paparam. Yes.
okay. No, whatever might happen before the elections, nobody can dislodge him. Independently, he has his own 130 or so MLAs he got. That is enough for his majority. And more so, this Pawan Kalyan has 21 seats and BJP has few seats of its own. And Chandrababu on his own has majority. TDP has on. So he need not have to worry about losing his government or his government falling. So other things are that there are 4 years to wait for. These are the days when the governments are not going to think long term. They can think only short term. And before the elections, they try to patch up. They try to do lobbying with the Muslim leaders or whatever it may be. In this case of Waqf board, so they try to do many things, and they hope that Jagan also will have his own share of mistakes in future, whereby the Muslims will be again kicked back to Chandrababu Naidu. So all these things will be calculation, because the 4 years around the corner means so many things could happen in the meanwhile. So they don't want to calculate all these things now. Just Chandrababu Naidu wants to be on safe side, and that is what he is saying on some other occasion, which I quoted just. So he doesn't want to go against BJP. So on this bill also, and more so, he is saying that there are many problems in AP we have to deal with, and this Delhi and other issues, Waqf or whatever it may be, these are secondary for us. When come Jagan and other issues, whatever issues we have in AP, they are the main issues for us, and these national issues we can forget for some time. That is what he is saying. They have to, when I'm reading something in a newspaper, latest news updates, that is what they are saying. Some Telugu Desam guy is saying that or something like that. So then I think Chandrababu Naidu is not much worried. He's worried if he goes against the Waqf bill and agrees the BJP, it might be an immediate problem for him. Immediate problem. Rather than voting for the Waqf bill and waiting for 4 years to appease or please Muslims again and get them into his fold again. This is better for him. So there are many other problems for Chandrababu to fight against and to take care of.
Hmm. I'll come to Rajlakshmi now. That Rajlakshmi, what does the complete picture look like? Does it look like some kind of a tremor for NDA at the moment? Because these are anxious moments as far as the allies are concerned. And there are lots, I mean, they do seem to be under pressure, but they have their own reasons for acting or not acting, both. So, what do you think is the positioning by the BJP? Because what I'm seeing happening in Bihar is almost seems like a situation what we saw in Maharashtra, where how Shiv Sena was completely sidelined, where BJP was playing the second fiddle and they came on the forefront. Is this an effort to stymie the prospects of JDU completely, to downsize Nitish Kumar completely, so that BJP can become the big brother in Bihar? Does the larger game look like this?
I mean, in a sense, it does seem so, just as you've explained, Nilu, because I don't think that the BJP thinks that the JDU is in a position to sort of bargain on this, uh, on the Waqf issue, and therefore it has put pressure, in a sense, compelling it to ignore the opposition to the Waqf Amendment Bill from its own people. And there have been reports about JDU leaders who have sort of voiced their apprehensions, and who have also opposed it, and who have left the party, as you said in the beginning. But that doesn't seem to have cut much ice with the JDU leadership. So in a sense, they are quite happy, or not happy, I would say, but they've reconciled to the idea that they can do without them. Now, is this worth it at the cost of alienating, say, around, as the previous speaker also pointed out, that around close to 17-18% of the Muslim population is there in Bihar. It's quite sizable, and that's also one reason why OIC also makes a bid during the Lok Sabha as well as the assembly elections. And therefore, in a tightly contested election, I would assume that it would not be a very smart thing to alienate a significant chunk of the population. And it seems that polarization is the only way, that the BJP feels that it can win. I mean, I think it's been proven wrong, even in the Lok Sabha election results, that came out from UP, and the entire reduced size of the BJP in parliament today. So ideally, it perhaps it doesn't have any new ideas. Perhaps it's the only thing that it seems to sort of fall back on is this, and I think more so, in the context of the arm twisting that is happening at the international level, with America breathing down the global South's neck, including India in a huge way. So on all those fronts, the BJP has had, in fact, nothing to say, in defense on what its own position is going to be. How is it going to protect India's economic interests? So the only thing it can fall back on is to have a debate on the Waqf, to push through the amendments to the Waqf bill, and have a debate which goes on till the wee hours of midnight, when everybody knows who's the absolute positions. But all said and done, even if we I think look beyond electoral reasons, and it should not be such a short-term, short-sighted approach, because ultimately, what is happening. I mean, it is a frontal attack, on the rights of minorities. It is sort of undermining, the autonomy that they are sort of guaranteed under the constitution. When no such, similar, amendments are moved in the endowment trusts of other religious boards. So that unfairness, it comes out, very clearly. That discriminatory approach comes out very clearly. So to that extent, I think the BJP has exposed itself also, and it makes it very difficult for parties who are not part of the India alliance, but yet have taken a position, against the amendments. For instance, the BJD has taken a position against it. The BRS has taken a position. The
Yes.
YSRCP has taken a position against it. Chandrababu Naidu, for his own opportunistic reasons, perhaps he feels that a special financial package will come from the center, and that would maybe assuage everything. Everything is seen from that prism, and as of now, he doesn't have to face an election. So he can well, compromise with the votes of the Muslims, and maybe he can make some politically correct statements, but on the floor of the house, he would, he would rather support the BJP. But I think that there is a lot of discomfiture amongst its own allies, and it does run the risk, because if it can interfere with the affairs, with the internal affairs, let's say, of a particular religion, then all the other minority religions are not going to be exceptions. I mean, I'm sure there will be some apprehension amongst them also, that this license to tamper and then to alter and then to justify it, on grounds that, oh, we are addressing corruption. In fact, nobody buys that argument really. you know so in fact, right, because there's a pattern, whether it's a UCC, whether it's the triple talaq bill,
True.
whether it's a Waqf Amendment Bill, there's a certain pattern. And now there is no doubt that that they're really, sort of getting after, a particular community,
No,
even.
like you made an important point that Chandrababu Naidu, for his own reasons, that he's expecting that he might get a financial package, and which is why he will not speak right now. But Ashok, to you now, that Chandrababu Naidu is looking forward to a financial package. What is Nitish Kumar looking forward to? Has he got any allurements from the BJP? What is he eyeing at? Because in front of him, his party is being destroyed, and many people are saying that what happens to the JDU leaders beyond this Bihar elections, we do not know. So, what is? I mean, he's seeing his party's own decline happening before his eyes, and then also, if he's so helpless, he cannot take a position. So, has he totally reconciled with this situation, or do we expect him making another U-turn when Bihar elections are close?
Well, I'll say that he has reconciled to the situation the day he, when his main demand was a special status category to Bihar. He has been demanding it ever since he was in NDA. This time also, before the Lok elections, there were promises that the special status will be granted to Bihar. But when the central government announced a package of, you can say, 1.5 lakh crore or something like that, I don't remember the figure exactly. But so when I confronted Mr. Nitish Kumar in the assembly, when the assembly session was going on, so I confronted him. Have you now, reconciled to the situation, and now have you forgotten the special status demand now? So, well, no, they have given us some money for development, and we are satisfied with it. And there will be more to come in the near future, in next year, next financial year. So this statement coming from Nitish Kumar, it suggests that he has reconciled to the situation. Number one. Number two, we have been discussing about his failing health now. So Nitish ji is not in a position to, push forward his ambition or his political, issues which he is now pushing forward. In fact, he has been surrounded by a coterie of politicians and the bureaucrats who are running the show in Bihar. This time also, there are some people like Lalan Singh, like Sanjay Jha, like many others who are completely inclined towards BJP. They have fallen in the lap of BJP, and there are some other leaders from the JDU parliamentary party who don't like. They are independent and they want Nitish Kumar, and they are with Nitish Kumar, and they say no, we will not be. This is just an adjustment. NDA is our party, so we will not fall into the lap, or we will not pursue the agenda of BJP. But now this work bill suggests that the other group has, prevailed over Nitish Kumar. The other group has now elicited his support to support the work bill in parliament. So he has reconciled to the situation. Now there are talks in BJP that his son Nishant is likely to join the party. He will head the party, and then such leaders will be, thrown out of the party or maybe sidelined. So let us wait for the next couple of months when he joins the party. They are also planning to first. They are also planning that first Nishant will get married and then he'll come to party and then he will head the party again, keeping in view the failing health of Mr. Nitish Kumar. So these are the talks going on, and these are some developments are also going on. His wedding, I think, has been fixed. So it is expected that in couple of months he will also come and he will head the Janata Dal U, and then things might change. So these are at the moment, Nitish Kumar has reconciled to the situation. Many leaders, many top leaders of JDU parliamentary party are with the BJP. They are inclined towards BJP and they work for the BJP. In fact, to
Right.
to, to,
All
to
right.
say it in a nutshell.
Right. Okay. So I'll take the concluding comments now from Papa Rao and Rajlakshmi. Papa Rao, to you first. That what about Chandrababu Naidu? Is he not going through any anxious moments looking at what is happening with Nitish Kumar at the moment? No matter how comfortably he's poised, but at the end of the day, the larger message is that BJP will try and swallow all its allies one by one. What has happened to Shiv Sena? What has happened to Naveen Patnaik's party is all for everyone to see. So I'm sure NDA allies might not say things in public, but what is the import of these developments to people like Chandrababu Naidu, according to you?
Yeah, he will have a fear that his party will be swallowed by BJP slowly, but for that, directly BJP cannot do in AP. It is Janasena and Pawan Kalyan.
Yeah.
Via Pawan Kalyan, the party may try to take over or overpower TDP. But overall, to say there is a difference between the states we are talking about, Bihar and others, and AP. AP, even the TDP rank and file feels that BJP alliance with BJP is not at all good, and though they are together now in NDA, most of the people who are under the umbrella of TDP, they are against BJP even now. Even now, though they are in alliance, in private talk, they talk harshly about BJP. They criticize the BJP policies because they cannot criticize in open because they are in an alliance with NDA. So there is a lot of antipathy towards BJP in the state of AP. Not only in the TDP leaders and TDP cadres, even among us, the public, there is a lot of antipathy towards BJP. Ground level antipathy. There are many reasons, historical reasons for that, like the anti-Brahminical movement, other things, cultural reformation movements, and other things that happened in AP. That is one thing. The other is the injustice meted out to AP by BJP. Whatever people pursue, the special status previously about Amaravati, there is a lot of aggrieved feelings. Polavaram, there is some grouse about it. And there are many things where the Visakhapatnam steel factory, now the people feel ditched. They are going to privatize it sort of the feeling. So all these go against BJP. Ground level people are totally against BJP. Maybe they have voted Mari. That too, if you see the strike rate of BJP, Pawan Kalyan has 100% strike rate in AP. 21 he contested, he won 41. TDP has a very good strike rate, but BJP did not have that strike rate because it is sailing with Janasena and TDP. It got that whatever it got, it got. Otherwise, it won't get anything in AP. So the ground level situation in AP did not change at all, and it is not much in favor of BJP even now. Overall, nationwide itself, BJP has many negatives today in matters of economic issues. So that reflects in even in AP, in addition to problems, whatever AP got with BJP. So AP people will never vote for BJP on its own. It has to go by the court buttons of whatever it may be with other parties. So AP BJP takeover is impossible. Maybe it is a palace coup, some sort of like that, some conspiracy, some sort of that is not so that going to be so easy for overcoming a party that overpowering a party that is having 130 MLAs like TDP. So it is not going to happen in AP. It is going to be tough. But Chandrababu's fears are different. Whatever we perceive is that ED, CBI, and other things, he is afraid of them more than anything else. And more, Rajalakshmi ji is saying that it is about transactional nature of the Chandrababu. Whatever is there, he is trying to get something from Delhi. I don't think even that he is getting from Delhi. Otherwise, why he is not having money for Super 6? Why
Yeah.
he is not having money for Super Six? And the other thing is Amaravati. Why he is forced to go for loan from World Bank, not have a grant or something like from the center? They are not giving anything from the some special treatment is there for AP. But what special treatment is there for AP compared to Bihar in the past budget? In the previous budget, Bihar has a royal treatment. What treatment AP got? Is it so much? Compared to Telangana, it may be better. AP may be better. But what for the great support Chandrababu is giving for BJP in at the center, which is keeping the government in the at the center intact? What the AP got? It got nothing compared to Bihar, even Delhi for that matter. So these things matter a lot because Chandrababu Naidu is not getting anything in return compared to
Yeah.
the fear that he got more. He is more afraid of the things, it seems. When we weigh all these things out, it looks like that his personal fears more than what he is getting for the state.
Right. All right. So, Rajalakshmi, towards, to you now towards the end, that all these developments, leave BJP having the last laugh. That look, we are so powerful, we can do all of this, we can ramrod whatever we want. Or are there reasons to worry for BJP at the center? Because if allies become anxious, there's always the danger that they might withdraw support. But of course, that likelihood doesn't look as of now happening. But what do you think is the situation as far as the center is concerned?
See, I think it is playing its cards because it has no other issue on which it can approach elections. There is a lot of economic distress. All these claims about generating employment, all these things have fallen flat. People are really unhappy. Otherwise it was no reason why its numbers actually sort of came down in the last parliamentary elections. So I don't think things have really substantively changed since then. So then it goes back to its old playbook, as if the Waqf Amendment Bill is the only thing that it can hinge upon to make a political point, and also appeasing to its own cadre, to its own people, that we had said this and we are doing this. It's almost like a mission to address all the wrongs, all the sort of perceived wrongs, in a particular religion. And that is something which I do not think that ordinarily people really like, beyond a point. Because now people also talk that that this is a party which does only Hindu Muslim. People do talk. We also go in the field, we speak to people, and they say that, okay, it might win elections, but then the way it is sort of winning elections is not something that is liked by the people in this country. So I think ultimately it will be the people who will be the arbiters, whether opposition parties are able to, mobilize those sentiments or not. Issues of federalism, issues of autonomy given under the constitution, etc., and how are they able to take these issues to the people is, I think will remain to be seen. I mean, how do you sort of, channelize that disenchantment? But merely by issuing statements is not enough. But how do they do it? But I think it's a good thing that now I think significant section of political parties are not afraid of being sort of labeled as appeasing Muslims, but are actually coming out and saying that it's this is really getting too much. This is almost persecution. Yeah, sort of.
So for now, Bihar is the action ground. A lot of turmoil is seen within the JDU, and as Ashok pointed out, that some more resignations could happen in the next few days. Who knows? Chirag Paswan party also could face a similar thing. And the kind of narrative which is built at the end, because elections are on the corner, and what kind of narrative comes out, what is the kind of import which these resignations will have on the larger political prospects as far as Bihar is concerned. We'll have to wait and see. For now, we'll end it here. Thank you so much, Ashok Mishra, Papa Rao, Raj Lakshmi. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.